When the world just don't make sense and you need a friend, grab a hand and come aboard. It's a special place called the I'm not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait, yeah. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
Hello and welcome to the Thursday edition of the William Street Swap Shop.
Hi.
The two of us run this establishment. My name is Matt.
My name is Zach.
And it's a deal.
It's a deal.
I got to gather my thoughts. There's been a lot of hectic pre-pro before the show today.
Running up, finding things, researching, production, it all goes into the show every day. Matt, I am telling you, I am ready to take a break, take a day off.
I dip my toes in the sand
Right.
and just relax. When will that happen? Not for weeks.
I haven't taken one day off since I've been doing Swap Shop.
I know that about you.
I'm a hard worker, and I plan to stay here for as long as I can. If I get sick, I'll be here. No vacation for me. People ask, hey, what are you doing in July? That's the time everybody likes to go on vacation, right? It's the summertime.
Sorry, there's a hair on your thing. I think it's one of Sally's hairs. Okay.
Thank you. I say, it's July. You're going to the beach. You're going to the lake. I have a lake house. I want to go to it, but guess what? I got a swap shop I have to host. I can't make it. I'm at work. Turner Broadcasting, keep my PTO. I'm going all in. I'll be here every day this year.
Married to the job and proud of it. That's
right.
the way we like to that's the way we like to do it in the swap shop.
That's it.
Don't take time off. People talk about work-life balance. I say work is my life balance.
That's right.
So I draw my happiness and my gratification and my sense of self from how many swaps we complete, which is where you come in. We need you to send your items that you want to swap to williams.swap@gmail.com. It's fully licensed website. Google is a accredited email provider, so don't feel worried about security issues.
If we can get 10 successful deals to happen before Memorial Day, I will take a day off.
Perfect.
I can relax and know, hey, I made some deals happen. I deserve this vacation.
Yeah. Epic.
We've got a lot of new items. I just realized we're like several weeks behind on even showing these new items.
Matt brought me into his office today and said, Zach, look how far back we are. We have a log of all the items. And I saw so many in this Excel spreadsheet that we need to catch up on. And we vowed we will get to them soon.
We're going to get to this stuff. We're going to talk about it, and there won't be any excuses. The time for excuses was last week.
That's right.
This week is about getting it done.
I'm a problem solver is what I say when I join a small group. I work best in small groups. I can solve a lot of problems. I won't be difficult, and I can take the reins and take charge and be a good leader.
If you guys want to call in, you see something you like, there's something you need to get off your chest, you want to share a story or a piece of advice, give us a call at 413-961-4263. We've had some great calls this week. I want to keep that going.
That's right.
And maybe you can be the big man on the chat when you crack some funny, things or whatever.
Everybody wants to hear someone call in and say and tell a funny story or be silly and have a good joke. That's what it's all about. We're an entertaining show. But on top of that, you pull back an onion like a layer. We're also a swapping show.
Let's look at the next item. The guy with no eyes, we've seen him. And then the next thing we have not talked about. This is the Moon from Zelda video.
It's a video game.
Being swapped by Davis. So I guess this is kind of like a fan art of what goes on in the video game?
Right. It's a game where you go on a quest. You got to save the princess. Your character you're playing is Zelda. You got to save Princess Link. She has blonde hair. She wears a green outfit, and you get a sword. It's not a violent game, though. You're just walking around and looking for. Be careful of dragons and
It's a fantasy game.
sand, quicksand.
Everybody has a fantasy about saving the day. The Zelda series made a lot of money on that concept. And who can forget the moon from those games? The moon was one of the bosses of the earliest levels, and he would shut the doors, and then you'd have to have a candle, light it up, reflect off the moon, and that's how you defeated Ganon.
That's right. You can hit a cheat code. There are buttons you can mash if you hit them all in the correct order, and you get the moon to play. You can play as the moon. A lot of people like to play as different characters in games. If you did that, you can play as the moon, and you get a whole new perspective on the game. Everyone's used to seeing Zelda walking around in the grass, eating carrots. No. Play as the moon. You can see the whole world, and you have a lot bigger problems. Walk a mile in someone's shoes, walk a mile in Ganon's shoes. See the things that are orbiting around you and hear the whispers of the universe.
Not many people talked about what was going on with those video game bosses that you wanted to defeat so bad. Why did they get that way? What made them turn into a monster? And a lot of the time I think it's just maybe a lack of attention from people, a lack of being heard, being understood. And that's what this show kind of wants to solve, those kinds of issues that people have.
That's right.
You want to be heard, you just give us a call, 413-961-4263. We're here to hear you. Don't turn into a boss monster in a video game. Get your feelings out. Grab a taco, put it in your mouth, and bite.
Would love to talk with you. Ready to hear your stories, ready to hear your wisdom. This moon also looks like it could be a golf ball or some kind of sport ball to use. In case you get it and you go to the driving range and you say, I'm all out of golf balls, but wait.
Borrow your charger?
Can I borrow Ganon? And you take him out. Boom! You hit him. He looks sturdy enough to last a hit. If you like to play golf.
And you got a large golf club. We can see from the hand it's roughly the size of a sourdough loaf.
Right.
And I like that it's been glazed, not too much, but enough to catch the light. You want a glaze that's going to reflect just the highlights without, really turning into a hot spot when you shoot it with a flash camera.
That's right. We have a lot of items that swap that are in the same group. A lot of people swap paintings for paintings, electronics for electronics. Why don't you make something or find something that's glazed, that is something that you could put on your table that's decorative, and try and make a swap with Davis?
Davis, if you're out there, you want to tell us about your artistic process creating this, we would welcome that call as well. And we should move on to our next item here. Important book, and it's called How Not to Be a DICK.
An everyday etiquette guide.
This is a book that is made with paper. It has a whimsical take on etiquette and being courteous in today's world. I think that's an important thing.
That's right.
For books to do.
A lot of books, people want to know how to. That's the 2016 how-to books are big.
Right.
You can look it up on the internet, but just read it in the book. Go to the library, try and read a lot of how-to books. They have a lot of tips and tricks that you won't find anywhere else.
If you can't read, that's cool. Swap for it, send it to us, and we'll read it to you on the air. Illiteracy happens. It's not something we love talking about, but it's a reality in today's world. If you can't read, let us read the book to you. That's a service we provide from 1 to 2 each day, if you so desire.
Matt has told me that he wishes his last name sometimes was Turner, so that he could name his children the first name Page Turner, because he loves to read.
That's my handle on the Goodreads social media. Page Turner.
Right.
69XO.
And Visk just pointed out in the Adult Swim chat, he said the swapper's not available, and that's what it looks like.
No, that's his name is N.
Oh.
It's Naya.
Naya.
But the I is sort of it's one of those special characters in different languages, so
Gotcha.
that
makes sense. My apologies. Well, it is a very important book, and if you would like to swap for it and you need to learn some more things about yourself, this would be a book to get.
We should move on from Naya's important book. This is Paintings by Michael. Michael knows how to express himself through color. He applies a lot of paint to the canvas. That's something you saw in some of the abstract expressionists of the mid-20th century. And Michael says, I don't need formal training. All I know is what I like, and I'm going to put that down on the canvas. So maybe somebody would like to swap for that.
That top right painting, it looks like it's an egg. He's grilling an egg while he was painting this. And he said, you know what? I have the lower third on the bottom. I have some space. What should I paint in here? Blue, yellow, green? No. I want to paint this egg that I'm making. I love eggs. Got to paint an egg. And on top of it, it's going to say, it looks like it's hard to discern, but it says
Happy Graduation.
Happy Graduation, Michael. He's giving a painting to himself. You love eggs.
It almost looks like the top of a birthday cake.
Right. Maybe he made an egg, and then he put icing on top of the egg on the yolk, and that was his gift. Instead of a cake, I give eggs. That's what he says.
Yeah, painting that looks like an egg.
Hey, is it okay if I come over to your party this weekend? It's your graduation party. A lot of people are graduating from college and high school. And, normally I'll bring a gift, but I love eggs. And I'm going to bring you a hard-boiled egg, and it's going to have a little whimsical message written in icing, sugar icing across the top of it, the yolk.
We want to extend a congratulations to all the graduates out there. Everybody getting ready to graduate and take the next step into the working world. You guys have worked really hard for this. Those diplomas, they didn't earn themselves. And you wrote some great papers. So pat yourself on the back.
Congratulations. I know what it takes. Stay up late working on finals in the computer lab.
If you just graduated, we want to hear about it. We want to hear about your cap and gown.
That's right.
And what your plans are for the future. 413-961-4263. Zach, you've got a couple degrees under your belt, right?
That's right.
You've got a bachelor's?
I have a BFA, a bachelor's of fine art.
And the fine art of swapping or something else?
The fine art of swapping.
Epic.
I take school very serious, and that's why when I signed up for classes, I was the first in my family to graduate and go to college. And so far, I'm the only one to have done that.
Must be a lot of pressure on you.
Yes, a lot of pressure to be who I am. And when I was in school, I loved it. I was thirsty for knowledge. I said, teach me everything. I made a lot of great friends in school. A lot of great memories. I learned a lot. And Matt, I'm continuing to learn today with you as my co-host.
Well, you're doing a great job of it.
Thank you.
And I thought it was really cool how in college when you used to sleep under the stadium bleachers, right?
Absolutely. I would go to the stadium, but I'd say, hey, I'm not much of a sports person. Let me get that clear. I'd wear usually a colored shirt that's not associated with any of the teams. I'm just here to hang out.
And learn.
Just
here for the academics. That was the shirt
right.
that they made for you.
Another person said, hey, Zach, I'm here too. I'm just here to hang out and meet members of the opposite sex. And I was like, well, that's, I'd get embarrassed. I want to be a part of the school. I want to be a part of the students. the student body, but I just don't care much for sports, and
Not that epic.
I don't care if I meet someone. I can be alone for the rest of my life.
Married to the job.
Yep.
Like we talked about.
Coming to work every day. That's it. Go home, feed my dog and cat, and have a great night.
Hungry? Walk down to the gas station.
That's
Have
right.
a hot dog. Just sit under the lights.
Talk to people.
Smoke a Marlboro Red and take some bites of hot dog in between puffs.
Give some
Zach
advice
living.
to young students. Hey, here's what I would do if I were you and I was in your shoes. Go home. Play the Zelda video game.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I would say. Get to know it. And make some swaps. Watch the William Street Swap Shop at 1 p.m. every day. That's what I would tell them. You might recognize me.
Let's get back to the items. Got lots more interesting stuff to talk about. Enough about Zach's college years. This is a Coke poster being swapped by Shannon, and it says, Cokeologists Unite. I remember when I was in soccer camp as a boy, Max Headroom was big. The Cokeologist campaign was hitting its stride, and a young boy my same age didn't have a lot of friends, didn't do a lot of talking, fell forward, tripped into the coach's styrofoam cooler filled with Cokes, and it shattered it. And the coach said, he was very angry, and he said, I wanted to be a Cokeologist, man. You broke my cooler. Now I can only be like half a Cokeologist.
Underneath on the slogan down there, it says, Catch the wave, Coke. Matt, you even told me from the start, the first thing when we met each other, you said, one thing you need to know about me, I'm a Coke guy. I don't like Pepsi.
Right. We live in Atlanta. The world of Coke, where they keep the secret recipe, is just down the street. And we take a lot of pride in that here. We do parades where everyone drinks Coke and gets burned, logos burned into their backs. We call it Coke Afternoon.
Matt actually knows the secret. If you've ever been to the world of Coke, there's a secret recipe. They won't give it away, but Matt knows it.
I do. The secret ingredient.
Right? Matt knows. Matt makes Coke on his own at his home, but Coca-Cola puts it in his own cans. He's got his own flavor. It's all fine. It's all legit with the Coca-Cola company. He says, I just won't sell them. I just love Coca-Cola so much. I enjoy it for myself. He has a big vat in his basement where he's just brewing it. And it's sometimes loud, and I hear it. It sounds like 5 washing machines. Boom, 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 boom,
Right.
boom, boom.
A lot of people, it's trendy right now to home brew beer. I home brew Coca-Cola. And I serve it to responsible grown-ups who don't need alcohol to have a good time.
That's
Can
right.
I sleep in your basement for a few days?
And then they sleep there.
Nothing better than having a can of Coke. Get yourself a Coke. Watch it. Well, drink the Coke and watch the show.
I'm sure there's somebody out there who's like, no Coke, no Pepsi, man. I'm an
Right.
RC man, or some weird
Right.
regional argument they're going to have. Call us in. Let us know if you really are not a Coke person or a Pepsi
What's your
person.
beverage of choice?
What do you drink?
Do you drink water? That's cool too.
Yeah. Just tell us why water's the best.
Let's take a look at our new item here in the shop. We've talked about this before.
This was the kids' table. Right, this was up for a potential swap. You can just see the joy it brings to the children. It's a great table that's comfortable, and it fits, I would say, 4 children
Right.
under the age of 10.
You see 3 plates there, but I guarantee you could easily fit a 4th plate, a 4th person, maybe even a 5th one if you all move together. It's happened to me at restaurants before. I invited 3 people. They ended up bringing a guest. I made reservations. I thought I said it was 4. I'm sorry. There's 5 of us here. They moved our tables. now I have to sit next to a person, and I'm left-handed, so their right hand is bumping into mine the whole meal.
Are you ever forced to sit at the kids' table at Thanksgiving time, Zach?
Yes, still to this day.
How does that make you feel?
It's unfortunate. I think one day if I ever bring home a special person in my life, then I might finally be upgraded to the adult table. But for now, I sit with the children, but they have the best snacks.
Guys, I got an upgrade.
Oh, we have a...
This
Okay.
just in.
But
We have
this
an
is a-
I
upgrade.
don't have a lot of time.
Come on
Apologies
in,
for the
come
roast
on
beef
in.
my
Here.
breath.
Put your
Yeah.
put a headset on.
We got a special guest.
Thanks for having me, guys. William Street Swap Shop.
Of course, yeah, come on in.
So here's what we've got today. Just so you guys know out there, this is a hot swap. We got about 5 minutes or so, and then I got to
Let's go
get
ahead
back.
and put
put
the
the
clock
timer
up.
up.
Got to
Okay.
get back to the pawn shop here and maybe put this sucker down. But this is a 1964 Schneider horse toy, actually. I got this from my uncle, who's actually related to Gregory Peck's uncle. So
Okay.
kind of a celebrity item. Look at this camera.
All right. Let's go ahead and start the clock. You got 5.
We're starting the clock. Let's get the
call
calls.
us at 413-961-4263 if you want this horse.
You can only get this horse if you call in the next 5 minutes, because after that, Doc is taking it out
That's
back
right.
to the swap
That's it.
pawn
That's
shop.
right, and I'm willing to make a fair swap. I don't want any of these kind of BS swaps. I've seen some people kind of tugging tails on the show, and I'm not here to do that.
You're
Not-
here to.
Notice this tail.
notice this tail
It has
now.
real hair under the
Let's
very
look at the
tip.
real hair.
Just
So
like a real horse's hair.
can we get a
tail.
shot of this tail hair?
It feels smooth. It's soft.
So now that's authentic. That was from the time period. Now kids love this. This is a nice added feature to these toys. It made them feel like they were, kind of like petting their uncle's mustache if they close their eyes.
Would you
Real
ever
horse
rub it
hair.
against your cheek? and
I
just-
did. I used to as a child.
Did it have more hair on the top that fell off, or this is just the only
That was
little hair
it.
they put?
It was just like that with that
A
hair.
little tip of hair.
It's a nice little tip of hair. Yeah, there
Feels
you go.
good on your on your face.
We're getting a call here. Maybe
Yeah. Somebody's wrong number.
this is hot.
413-961-4263.
Give us
Make
a
an
call.
offer.
Make a swap.
We're
No
about
good swaps.
3
denied.
minutes, 3:40. Jeez, I came. Okay, good.
Oh, here we go. You're on the hot swap hot seat with Doc and the horse. What up?
What up?
Hi. Hi.
Hey.
I'm willing to stop something for that post you got there.
All right,
Okay.
let's hear about it.
I have a pack of Alf trading cards
Wait a minute.
from 9.
Did you say Alf?
Yeah, Alf.
Okay, can you hold him up to your phone so I can see him?
Some Alf trading cards.
Can we get a shot of Alf, please?
There's
Look at this horse.
Well, I have to.
I'll do like the QVC turn.
right.
Can you do a Alf? Say like something about Willie or whatever Alf said, like Alf. Caller.
Eat cat. Isn't that what he said?
He says, "Don't eat the cat."
Oh, yeah.
Don't-
I'm going to take a picture right now.
Yes, send us a picture. Listen, 2 minutes. I hope you got a fast internet connection, because I'm not playing with any bozos today. We got to really get this horse to
gotta
the
be
right
a
people.
hot, quick swap.
It's a hot horse too.
Right.
Wasn't
Look
there
at the
a-
paw. It looks like it's broken from doing dressage.
So yeah, let's
Really want-
take a closer look at this hoof here. This is a hoof talk.
Now, do I send it to the same number that I just called?
Yeah. So this is like I said, 1963. This is a Schneider, made in New Jersey. Actually, the factory there only produced these toys for about 2 years.
This
And
is
then
all
they were gone.
wood. Let me
This
just
is
tell
all wood.
callers. This is solid wood. You could throw this at something.
I mean, you can
Oh, I
use
thought
this
it
as
was
a
leather.
weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do so much stuff
Right.
with this.
Let's look at the leather ears. Nice detail.
Yeah.
You put a little mink oil on there, you're good to go for another couple years.
But we're looking at 1:50, and I got to get the hell out of here.
right. We have any other callers that want to jump in? Now is the time.
I got
to make
half
this happen.
I got half a roast beef sandwich right on my passenger seat
Yeah, okay.
in my truck, and I'm ready to go. Ready to eat, and I'm ready to make a swap.
What are you looking for, Doc? What are you looking
So here's what I'm looking for. I'm not too much of a city guy. I like stuff from nature. I like the fishing. I like the hiking. So anything that goes with these things that I like, fishing, hiking, You know, you wouldn't know it by the suit jacket, but I really do like to unwind on the weekends, guys. So
Yeah.
I'm looking for something. Maybe I could swap this horse for something that would just let me kind of take it easy.
And where did the horse come from?
That's what I'm talking about.
So this horse actually came to me when I was about 7 years old, and it was a gift. It was a birthday gift, and I would like to pass on the love that is inside of this horse to a lucky swapper. We're under a minute.
We
Wow.
have a minute, less than a minute, and Doc is out of the shop. If you can
Yep.
call in at 413-961-4263. Matt and I are very patient, calm people, but right now I can feel the heat. It's making us
heat.
intense.
You're right.
You got 40 seconds to get under the wire.
Anybody.
And make a deal for this horse.
This horse
Otherwise,
is-
it goes away again.
This is special here.
This is a special privilege. Doc is bringing it by us first. We get first look.
we
If
go.
we don't go for it, someone else is going to swap for it. Someone
right.
else in real life, IRL, will make a swap at a pawn shop.
That's right.
Did you ever talk to the horse as a child?
I did. I said, Petey, look at me because I miss you.
You have
Petey,
a nice tail, Petey.
Petey, you and that tail is something that I wish I could have one day, Petey.
Little nice, beautiful, hairy tail.
Petey, I love you.
And I love your little hooves.
Petey, we got 6 seconds together, and I'm going to take you down to the glue
Call
factory.
Oh, we have
Oh,
one last
one last
One
call.
second, we can maybe hold on.
That's like the jumpers in the air. Yeah.
Hi
guys, how's it going?
This is the sweatshop.
Good. How you doing?
You made it just in time.
Doing well, Matt, Zach.
Zach, let's do this.
company.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
do
I don't
it.
have the outdoor stuff you're looking for, but were you an '80s kid by chance?
You're-
80s what?
Were you an
80s.
'80s child?
Maybe. I don't want to give away
It's
my
one
age.
of those kids who ages prematurely and looks like they're 80.
I see. Well, I have two
Two what?
pound puppies.
2 pound puppies. Well, real dogs from the pound?
They are toys from the '80s, based out of dogs who come out of the pound and you adopt
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And each of them had a paw print on their rear end and then a name in cursive, like or like a word, like
Really?
confidence.
Oh.
Something like that,
Are they
yes.
stuffed or are they hard?
They're plushes.
They're
stuffed
plushies. Oh, well, plushies, Doc.
Kind of like this tail.
Right. Imagine that tail, but in a full form. How big are they, Visk?
animals. One is an adult, about a little over a foot long, and the baby one's maybe about 6 inches.
Do they
maybe 5.
grow? Will the baby become?
Only if you take care of it, maybe.
Okay.
Okay,
Got
well,
2-pound puppies. Those we don't have time to verify their
What do
worth
you
on
think,
eBay.
Doc? Save
There
those
we go.
puppies from
There
the
they are.
pound.
there they are.
Imagine 2 of those.
Sweet.
I wish I could go. I wish you would go in with the Alf guy. Maybe we can get a double 2 for 1 here. This horse is special.
You have 2 of those pound puppies for one little wooden horse.
I'm gonna hold the horse up.
Mhm.
Love you, Petey. Love you, Petey. All right, let's do the deal. I want to close this deal.
You want to close it?
I wanna close this
Pound
deal.
puppies
Let's close
for
the deal.
Send
Let's
those
do it.
pound puppies
Let's
in.
make a deal.
This is a deal.
Let's send it. You know, I don't know what. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll
Let's
shake
do our
on it.
3-way handshake. Visk,
Three-way
you know the drill.
handshake.
You complete your first hot
Visk.
swap.
Thank you. That's
We
our
make
first
a-
hot swap. I am pumped.
It's a deal.
It's a deal.
It's a deal.
You're getting a good
it's
one
a
here,
deal.
Visk, I
Damn
think.
it!
Deal.
You're getting one hell of a horse.
This horse will stampede its way up to your house, and you
And
send
into
those
your-
little pound
and
puppies
into your
down to
heart.
Doc.
Ride it to your best dreams because it's going to take you there.
We can't wait to see those little pound pups.
That's right. Well, they're going to be in the shop here with us.
Right.
Guys, this has
And
been
if
a
we-
pleasure.
Thank you so much, Doc.
And if we could, I'd just like to. Can we get the pound puppies back on?
Yeah,
And just. I'd like to take a moment to observe. Yeah, just like that, about halfway transparent.
yeah.
We're gonna when the pound puppies die and they go to heaven. We'll just observe a little moment here where they float away. And
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for being a part of it.
bye-bye.
Bye, puppy.
Bye. Rest in
Fare
peace.
thee well.
Rest in peace.
Cool.
Guys,
It's
should
a
I
deal,
just leave
gentlemen.
this here in the
Thank
swap?
you,
Swap
Visk.
number 11.
Thank you.
Guys, again, it's been a great
Thank you for
pleasure.
coming
Visk,
on.
we
This
got
is
the
a great
horse on
hot
your
swap.
way.
Really, yeah, really
We did it.
Thank you.
charged up the room. I like it.
I'm pumped. I'm gonna eat the shit out of that roast beef sandwich.
Do it.
Okay, this is yours, guys.
Nice.
Hi,
Thanks, man.
I'll be back when the pound puppies are here.
Thank you, Doc.
This is great. Thanks, guys.
Now we'll just take it down a bit.
Yeah.
Relax. Visk, are you still with us?
I think it's over.
Visk
That
has
was
left. He's getting the pound puppies
exciting
ready
while it lasted.
to send out in the mail.
Is it morbid for me to want to watch the pound puppies ascend to heaven again?
No.
Just like after the excitement of that, Yeah, there we go.
Bye-bye, Palm Puppies.
You guys did a great job.
Thank you for all the memories.
Gone too soon.
Gone but not forgotten.
No. Great deal. This horse was great. The Pound Puppies were great. I'm sorry that they had to be taken from us so soon.
That's right. Doc just ran in. He jumped in. He had a hot deal, and that's what happens on the swap shop. We don't have a lock on our door, so anyone can come in. He came in. He had a deal, and he made that deal.
Boom. Thank you for the call, Visk. I see that you got cut off. I don't know why, but that's okay.
Visk is now...
Respect your contribution.
he has a lot of clout in chat. He's saying, I'm the top swapper for a reason.
It's true. I like he's got a little swag to his swap.
He knows.
He puts it out there. Somebody want to prove him wrong, you step up.
That's right. He called in. He waited for that last 5 seconds. And he called it. Doot. Fast dial. He has us on speed dial. Dials 1, it's his fiance. Dials 2, mom and dad. 3, swap shop.
Who's 4?
Probably a sibling. GameStop.
Yeah.
Number 5, Toys R Us. Gotta call in and order those pound puppies.
Number 6, Arby's. Number 7, also Arby's, but at the other location.
Different location. A few miles further away, but they serve the curly fries are just a little bit hotter usually, but a little bit better service.
We got an exciting thing we need to get to, I think. If you guys have been watching the show, we like to sometimes highlight an item that really has caught our attention.
That's right.
This week, we're pumped about this item, and we're going to just go ahead and roll our...
You've seen it? Take a look
thing
at
we
it.
call Swap Heat. Now that is the item we're talking about.
What can we say about that item that has not been said? The swapper has a
Cat.
cat
That's
has
her
her
name.
nails painted, cute thumbnails.
Get this out to avoid confusion. She's got great thumbnails. She makes great item swaps. And this one we were talking about, well, we have a clip to show kind of the original genesis of this item on the show. And something we want to kind of clear up today. So go ahead and roll the flashback clip here.
Look at this little gecko. Where do I recognize it from?
I think it was the Taco Bell mascot for a couple years.
That's right. It was it spoke Spanish.
Yeah, his catchphrase was, keep eating them. Okay, so we got a few emails from people saying that was not the Taco Bell spokesman.
Really?
And in fact, you're confusing things from the 90s or whatever.
There's a lot of commercials for fast food in the 90s. We're sorry, we messed up. But further research shows we didn't mess up.
Right. We got online. We did a little searching around. And we looked up YouTube, retro videos. Just kept trying different keywords. Right. Lizard, gecko,
I remember
tacos.
seeing it during a Super Bowl or something when I was a young kid, and I
Super
saw
Bowl ad. It was like the Super Bowl 34
right.
or 5, when it first came out.
I immediately thought, Mom, Dad, can I go to Taco Bell and get some tacos?
So we're happy to say we found the original commercial with the Taco Bell gecko.
Right.
And here, we'll just roll it for you.
Just keep eating them. 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 Yo quiero just keep eating them.
So
99% epic.
yeah, so take that. People who said that commercial didn't really exist.
Right. I remember seeing that.
And then it jogged my memory because then at the end he says, "Yo quiero just keep eating them," and that was the real catchphrase.
The main line, yeah. People would go through the drive-thru. I remember I had a friend who worked there, and she would say, people would come through and they'd always say, "Yo quiero, just keep eating them." And then if you said that, you would get a discount. You'd get cinnamon sticks.
That's right. It was for like that one summer. You go in, you order. You got to order first. They ring up the price, and you say, "Yo quiero, just keep eating
That's
them."
right.
They're like, "Oh, let me apply the cinnamon discount stick."
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that ad? Give us a call, 413-961-4263.
Would love to hear from you and see what you have to say about just that ad or just in your day in general. If you have anything you want to swap, if you have any stories, if you have any ideas, if you're feeling lonely.
Call from.
I'm feeling lonely. Here we go.
Hello?
Come on in.
Welcome to the Swap Shop. You're on live.
Hey guys, I don't know if you remember me. I've called a couple of times before. My name is Giuseppe with I sent my dog Gordo once.
Oh, that's right.
I do remember you. How are you?
You know what? I'm okay, but I've been better, and I wanted to call you guys because you always give such good advice. And basically, I've been feeling a little down lately, and just you guys look like so like tough and like built and stuff. And I'm wondering like what do you do to get into the gym on the days when you just feel like eating like pork rinds and Funyuns and sitting on your ass? And secondly, back to the pound puppies, I want to know if you guys believe if all dogs go to heaven. Those are my 2 points.
Those are good questions.
So yeah, two-part question. I think the first one, I don't go to the gym. I do more like chopping wood, kind of manly backyard activities.
Right. I actually have an interesting story for this. A friend recently just said a few days ago, actually, they said, they said it in a weird way. I don't ever really see you working out, Zach. You don't exercise, do you? Not a big deal if you don't, but you don't exercise. And I thought, yeah, I do. I do exercise. I ride my bike to work every day, and I run a lot. I just do things. I don't go specifically to places to exercise. I do them. I'm a busy person. I put them in my commute. I figure if I'm going to spend 20, 30 minutes in a car, I might as well make that a run or a bike ride.
I see. So how do you get motivated then to do like what is like how do you get like pumped up when you need to do the shit that you need to do to stay alive? Like, for example, eating breakfast. Like, how do you get motivated to eat breakfast when you really don't feel like it and you feel like just maybe having like some milk you left out in the cupboard or something overnight?
Yeah, I try to make breakfast fun by I just print out cards of different breakfasts I can eat, and then in my sock drawer I pull one out at random, and then I'm like, great, eggs it is. And then I go to the pantry, and I have a full-length mirror in there, and I just watch myself eat it.
You watch yourself eat it?
Yeah. And that way
so,
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I can try working out in front of a mirror or something. There is mirrors at my gym, but I'm usually like too, like ashamed to be in front of it because I feel like I might look vain, or like I'm trying to like get ready for like an Instagram photo or something. So do you think that could be like something I could try, or will I just look like a jackass in front of a mirror?
No, look at the mirror and make breakfast in the morning when you wake up. You just got to make sure, even if you teach yourself a little bit, hey, normally I scramble my eggs. Today I'm going to try and poach them. Or let me put some toast in the toaster and put some jelly on it. Right. And not just any jelly, but how about guava jelly?
And when you watch yourself eating in the mirror, you can see the things you're doing wrong. It's how others see you when you're eating breakfast in front of them. and then you learn from it.
And if you're running late, don't forget a lot of fast food options. They have all-day breakfasts now, so you can go get a breakfast at Taco Bell.
I'm trying to stay away from the fast food though, because like I feel sometimes like on these days I just feel like the inevitability of death a little more and more every day, and I feel like the fast food stuff is pushing me closer to that edge.
Fair enough.
But I understand about like trying to mix things up, so maybe I'll try to like have like a little spin wheel that I can make for exercise, maybe. Like I spin it and then like it lands on something like, oh, now I'm gonna do burpees, or I'm gonna run up the stairs while I like curl my cell phone or something,
Right.
So
Or it says,
all right, and then
go get a pancake at the Pancake House, but this time don't drive,
Right.
run, or walk.
okay,
And allocate enough time
I-
to do that in the mornings. Wake up 2 hours early and walk.
I like that.
That's what I
Thank you.
usually
And
do.
if you wouldn't mind getting to my question about, because my dog is 15, Gordo's 15, and he's starting to get there. So I'm wondering what you guys believe in regards to if all dogs go to heaven, or if it's just a lie perpetuated by 90s movies.
I think all dogs do go to heaven.
I think so too.
I think that when you go to heaven, hopefully all your dogs are presented to you, and you get to choose the one that stays with you in heaven. The others are euthanized, heaven euthanized.
Okay, does that mean they go to some other like heaven, like a meta heaven or something? Like, do all dogs in heaven go to dogs heaven?
I think they go to the dog house. They have to stay in there. For me, I think dogs are, like a lot of animals, naturally just great, put on this earth to be gentle creatures. And if you ever get bit by one, it's probably because a human created that behavior in the dog, or you were trying to take its biscuit.
And about dying, I know that it's kind of a heavy topic for our show, but I wouldn't worry too much about that, because there's a thing now where they're going to be able to take your existence and all the memory in your head and turn it into data that can be downloaded into kind of like a hard drive. I was reading about this, and it's maybe 5 years away, they say.
Wow.
So neurologically, somehow they'll turn your essence and soul into data on the internet.
That's right.
Okay.
So you'll live
forever.
Well,
yeah, well, I'd love to be an app someday. I mean, and if you ever see me on like the Google Play Store or iTunes, like please give me a thumbs up, because I guess like because what's the point of being data if you don't get downloaded, right? So you want to like get your name out there. You want to be a soul worth downloading. So
that's right.
Now I'm going to give you a second to think about this, and we'll put a little reverb on your voice. But if we can, what do you want once your just data on the internet, and your mortal body is gone? What kinds of wisdom do you want to pass on to, the next generation that's downloading you as an app?
I would love the next generation, the post-millennials who will be downloading me on the new neo-internet of the future, to know that face-to-face relationships are important, and that you must cultivate them, and that they require work, and that cockapoos are naturally very resistant to obedience and to being happy, and to be careful how you mix dogs and crossbreeds together.
And if you can do that in one concise sentence, slowly,
all right,
what would that be?
Cockapoos are unnatural. Love your friends as if they were your family.
Okay. Good. I think that sentence had a semicolon, but that's allowed.
Thank you. I suck with semicolons, so I appreciate you putting it in there for me. I saw an ellipses in my head, but a semicolon I think is a little more classy.
Always.
Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I think I feel ready to hit the gym now and maybe get on the elliptical and think about everything that you've given me to chew on.
Hey, Giuseppe,
just don't think about it too hard. Everything's cool. Technology will solve all the problems we have.
That's right. And if you're ever feeling bad, just go hit some weights. How much can you bench? Just bench it.
How much do I bench?
Or just in general, that's a question you'll say why you're benching. How much do you bench? I'm benching.
Okay.
And then
Yeah,
you
I don't
work
bench
out,
a lot, so
you'll
I'm
see
glad
the
you're not
results.
asking me. Thanks.
Oh yeah, no problem. Me, I don't bench at all.
Well, boys, thanks for helping me out. I appreciate the pep talk. You guys always put me in a better frame of mind, and I really appreciate your wisdom, your charity, and your sagacity.
No problem.
Well, thank you so
We love
much.
having
Yeah,
a call.
that's
and
great.
Should we do a special hang in there?
Yeah,
We'll
definitely.
say
A
it.
custom hang in there.
Hang in there 5 times. Third time whispered.
Okay. Hang in
Thank
there.
Hang in there.
Hang in there.
Hang in there. Hang in there. And then whispered one
Thanks,
extra
boys.
time. Hang in there.
I love you.
We love you too.
Thank you
We'll
for
see you
calling,
next
Giuseppe.
time.
I got the directions confused. I thought whisper on the final one.
Third, yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's Thursday. One more day till Friday.
We have a very special day tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow is our 100th episode. We still haven't planned out what we're going to do.
Bonkers.
I know. You can't plan it. You just got to let it happen. We'll get some good surprises ready to go.
I spoke to the top executives. We had a meeting about it last night, Matt. There are things planned. They said we're going to blow your socks off.
Okay, so
They said
the company's going to
Right.
throw something special
I saw a
for
big presentation. Quarter one profits were up. So they said we're going to celebrate, cash in on some of that. You guys are going to get treated.
I noticed the quarter where the swap shop really sort of came into its prime was also concurrent with the financial performance of the company at large, and I don't think that's an accident.
No, neither do I. I think that's it's only going to rise.
Revenues, episode 100, revenues are up, I think, was it 12, 15%?
I think so, yes.
So hopefully by episode 200, we'll get that up to revenues jumping up by about 25, 27%.
Yeah, just double it. Just double down. I watched an internal video in our communications team in an email, and it was the president of our company, and that president said things are looking good, and we owe it to Swap Shop. And
I didn't get to
HBO.
that part of the video, yeah.
They said
That must have been the
HBO and Swap Shop.
It's like Game of Thrones.
Right.
Reruns
of movies, the popular hit movies on there that you're watching.
Yeah. Game of Thrones, NCAA tournament, Swap Shop.
That's right. Those
Just
are the top
keeping the money coming in.
Right. And that's why they let us do great things on the show, and we're happy to be doing those things for you. And Matt, I'm happy to be here with you every day.
It's a great time I get to spend with you, and I'm very excited about wrapping up episode 100 tomorrow.
It's going to be a hit.
We hope you guys will tune in. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for swapping today, but we'll be back with more swaps and more life exchanges tomorrow.
That's right. We always look forward to it. We'll see you then.
Until then,
It's a
it's a
deal.
deal.